this facility really was a blessing to me and my family. It gave Matthew an opportunity to be away from home and everyday setting, to come to a home-like setting and have the fellowship of other senior citizens, and to enjoy the festivities and activities that Pure 4 afforded him. He got a chance to go out shopping and on the field trips, and he got a chance to talk with other people. There were people that he enjoyed seeing on a weekly basis as he came. It gave me a break as a caregiver, and gave him a little bit more variety in his life, not having to do the mundane things day in and day out. It gave me a tremendous break as a caregiver, day in and day out, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So him coming here 3 times a week was a tremendous break for me. I got a chance to do my doctor's visits or the shopping for the home and this kind of thing.
Mother was here from the beginning, and her brother was also here. And so it was a great time for them to be here at the same time. They would sit back in the TV room area and hold hands. And it was just, the sweetest thing. And it's in the people here. My mother loved everybody that was here, the other clients, and especially the Nettle family. And I just couldn't ask for anything better. As a caregiver also, it gave you the luxury of just, even maybe just hanging out at the house and having some alone time without having to be the caregiver, just relax. And they did do the field trips. They'd go out and eat, and that was a good social thing. So Mother kept living, which I wasn't maybe providing because I was afraid to get her out. But here at Pure 4, they would take them out, and then that fear, you just think, oh, well, at least my mother is getting a life away from me.
Yeah.
And it was just, I don't know, it was a very big blessing once that all started. And but we're so thankful for the years that they had here at Pure 4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Caregiving Doctor Show. I'm your host, Dr. Clarissa Fell-Smith. Thank you for joining me today on the show. Today we have an awesome topic, a topic that I've always wanted to know more about, a topic that you're going to learn about today. Today we are talking about adult daycare, just what it is, how your parents may benefit. If you are a caregiver caring for your aging parents, maybe this is a service you could use to help give you some relief, or if you have to attend work. But we're going to find out more detail about it. Today my guest is the lovely Robin Nettles, and she's the owner and director of Pure 4 Adult Day Health Care. Yeah. Right here in Pelham, Alabama, and we're gonna talk in general, just general information for the audience. They ask me questions, they send me emails, and then I go find the help. I go find and interview people on the show. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
So tell me all about adult daycare. First of all, who are you, and how did you get started in adult daycare?
I'm Robin Nettles, and I'm one of the owners of Pure 4 Adult Day Health Care. And I also do the marketing for us. And we've been open since 2012.
Okay.
And pretty much what we do is just help elderly people, people with special needs and disabilities. It's a resource for families and caregivers that need, that are working, that are also just needing respite care throughout the day, and also have loved ones that need to come to just to get away for respite care, get away for socialization and things like that.
Who gave you the idea? I mean, you just thought of it, I'm just going to start an adult daycare. We know about children.
Yes.
Daycare, but adult daycare. Do you feel that you're providing a service that's really, really needed today? I mean, with the growing, aging population it is.
Yes, it's a huge need for it.
Okay.
Yes, and how we came about, my sister, she has the backing, and she worked in nursing homes, hospitals,
Okay.
assisted livings. She also worked in adult daycare, and what she did was she just came to me one day and just said, "Robin, let's just open our own." And my background is business management and marketing, and so I'm like, okay, just whatever. Kind of brushed it off, and she was like, we're going to open it next year. And she just started doing all the footwork to it. And then when I looked up, she had a building. She had all the resources, that everything that we needed to open up. And she just told me to choose an open house day. And that's what kind of where we began from there, about 2012.
Awesome, awesome. So, how does it work? The parents they drop them off here in the morning time before they go to work, and how many hours a day is it open?
We're open Monday through Fridays. We are from Monday through Fridays from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. We serve breakfast and lunch throughout the day, and we do 2 snacks. And the family can drop them off here at the day program in the morning, anywhere from 6 a.m. to 9:30
At night,
a.m.
6:30 to
6
9. Or they drop
6
them off
a.m.
from 6:30 to 9:30 in the morning. Okay.
And the time frames that you can drop off in the morning, and then they also are able to get have breakfast with
gotcha.
us. So that time frame is going to be from 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And in that slot, that's pretty much the time you want to drop them off. That way they can still have breakfast, and then they can also join for the morning activities, and getting their day started. So you don't have to rush and get them here. Sometimes I have clients that are running late. They may drop them off at 10. They'll call me and say, "Hey, Robin, can I drop mom, dad off? We're running late today. Can you put breakfast aside for us?"
Great.
Yeah, so we work with our families. So even though you may not have breakfast right then at that time, you're still able. We'll hold breakfast for that family. So you can bring them in if it's 10, a little bit after 10. They'll get something to eat for that morning, and then start their day. And then that way, that loved one, the caregiver, can go ahead and start their day and just drop them off.
What kind of activities? What kind of, when they get here after they have breakfast, you have engaging activities for them to participate in? I guess those depend on the level of care. I tell you what, let's ask this first. What about the level of care? Meaning, is everybody pretty much on the same level, thinking-wise, movement-wise, mobility-wise, or do you break those down?
We have 3 levels of care, and the 3 levels of care, the first level is going to be pretty high functioning, where they can walk, feed themselves, but we still assist them on all 3 levels. They can go to the bathroom with a light assistance, and that's the first level of care. And then the second level is where they need a light assistance. That's where they need assistance being fed, going to the bathroom, helping with activities. They may be able to walk with a walker, but they still need someone there at all times. So that's level 2. And then level 3 is going to be wheelchair bound. And wheelchair bound is where it's total care. So we take care of them to their bathrooms. We help them feed themselves. Sometimes they're able to feed themselves, and then transition from one point to another. If they're going from one seat to another, or one room to another. So then we help them with that there. So there's 3 levels of care. And then they may have some other conditions with that we assist, we take care of. And we also give medication to all 3 levels of care.
So you can administer medication, so the family comes in and they already know what the medicines are. They bring the medicines in?
They bring the medicines in, and we have to have the original medicine bottles. So they're not able to bring in those little kits that you put your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, you can't do those. We have to have the original prescription bottle with the medicines in there, and then that way we'll have their name, what the medicine's for, what it does, and then it would also resonate with their medical history that's in our file, that we have on file.
So speaking of activities, they eat and their medicines are taken care of, and that they're able to engage in a variety of different activities. What are some of them?
Some of the activities that we do, we have devotion in the morning. That's after breakfast. So we do devotion. We do current events. We do pass the teddy bear. That's where you pass the teddy bear and then you answer whatever that current question is. And they're really good at answering the questions. So that's one. And then we do arts and crafts. Then we have someone that comes in that does music on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays we have a gentleman that comes in and also does devotion on Wednesdays with them, and then also brings like little activities. Then sometimes we do field trips. We go to.
You have transportation then?
Yes, we have a van.
Okay,
we have two vans. We can pick them up. That allows us to take them on field trips, but we can pick them up also from home, and and bring them to the day program.
Say that again.
Yes, we can pick them up from their home and bring them to the day program, and then return them back at home.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, more with Robin Nettles. Period for adult day health care, right? Did I get it right? We're just going to say adult daycare for the show, okay? Be back in just a minute on the Caregiving Doctor Show. Passionate, loving, caring, nurturing. Looking for quality child care for your little one? Caregiving Kids Academy believes that precious little ones should have the best care. From 6 weeks, pre-K to after-school care, we're with them every step of the way. Now enrolling. Caregiving Kids Academy.
Little leaders, big hearts.
A modern retirement plan is needed now more than ever. Consider the new Safer, Smarter Reverse Mortgage as a way to supplement income and gain financial security. Call Alabama's reverse mortgage guy, Scott Underwood, with iReverse Home Loans with your questions or to request free information. Scott has seen hundreds of reverse mortgages to completion in the last decade while working with each person to ensure their understanding of this safe financial tool. Call Scott at 908-2993.
Here on the Caregiving Doctor Show, our goal is to inform you on topics that are important to you. Topics dealing with senior citizens and family caregivers. If you have a topic you'd like to explore, please visit our website at thecaregivingdoctor.com or visit our Facebook page. Did you know that the Caregiving Doctor is available for speaking engagements, workshops, or seminars? Contact Dr. Clarissa Fell-Smith at 205-201-4096 for your next event. More coming up on the Caregiving Doctor Show. Welcome back to the Caregiving Doctor Show. My guest today is Robin Nettles. We're talking about adult daycare, and she's an owner of adult daycare. So we're just asking all these questions. I have so many questions. One of them is, who is the typical client? Who's the typical person that comes in this door and needs your services?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be someone that is either, it can vary. They can be elderly, they can be special needs. The age range starts from 18 to elderly. Mm-hmm. We start at 18 to elderly. So if you have a special needs child and they max out from high school and you want to transition them into a program, you can transition into our program. And our program will help them with their life skills. They will help them with sensory. We also do field trips with them. So, and then they also work well. A lot of people don't know this, but they work well with our elderly people. Okay. So they really enjoy one another. Most parents think that because their special needs or the elderly person is too old or they wouldn't relate to one another, but you'll be surprised how much they relate to one another and they work well together. So they're like helpers.
Do you have a good mix of male and female here?
I do. Since we've been open, we've always had a pretty even mix. I've never had more female than male or male than female. The age range are pretty even too, and also the gender of it.
Well, who pays for this? Is this private pay, or are some organizations sponsoring for adult daycare? Or who pays for the?
Majority of my clients are private pay, but I do have some resources that help my elderly people. I don't have anything right now for my special needs. My elderly people, Alzheimer's of Central Alabama, will pay for a day a week for that particular loved one. And then I have a veteran, and the VA will pay for 2 days a week for the veteran to come here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, people didn't know that. I bet you all didn't know that, did you? I mean, I didn't know that.
Yes.
The VA will actually pay for 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days a week for
Is
your
there a
loved one.
certain diagnosis? What about people who have Alzheimer's, like dementia? They can come from home. That's another question. They can come from home, but do they have to have a doctor's recommendation or a doctor's permission slip or anything that's...
Dealing with the VA has to do a referral.
Okay.
I can't do that. So they would have to be, all that is handled with the VA.
Okay.
I do my evaluations of the level of care, which each individual client, when either I go into their homes and do the evaluation, or when that family brings that loved one to the adult day program, and we do the evaluation and find out what level of care they're on and what the medical needs are for us in order to take care of them. So those are the things that we do for the day program. And then we also offer in-home care. So a lot of my clients do use the day program during the day, but on the weekends and in the evenings, I have caregivers to go into the homes and sit with those same clients in the evening sometimes. So say if you have a loved one that is needing some care in the evening and they attend the adult daycare during the day, then I'll have a caregiver that will go into the home on that evening and take care of them until that caregiver gets home in the evening.
Oh, that's great. You just snuck that one in on me. I'm like, where did that one come from? So that means you're offering services almost around the clock to meet the need of families.
Mm-hmm, we do. Mm-hmm.
This is great. Now, as far as regulations and what you have to do to make sure you stay compliant and clean like this place is, I mean, how much red tape did you have to go through, or do you have to abide by certain regulatory agencies to be able to run or operate an adult daycare?
Yes, we do. We have our business license just for the overall adult day program, and by us serving meals to our clients, breakfast and lunch, and their hot meals, their full hot meals during the day, then the health department, they play a part. They come in and do an inspection. They do it twice a year. With the VA comes. They do a thorough inspection. They come in and do with the nurse, the social worker, the fire department, all those people come in and do their inspections. So, and you have to get approved for that.
What would you say is the greatest benefit of adult daycare for families? What is the one thing you see families? I tell you what, we're going to come back in a minute. Okay. You're going to answer that when we get back on the Caregiving Doctor Show. She's going to answer what's the greatest benefit to people like me who are caring for mom and dad. I'm taking care of my mom. What's the the greatest benefit that they say, oh, thank goodness, you know,
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're here helping us.
Yes.
How does that work together, and how do you all communicate to make sure the quality of life is for that older person? We'll be back in a minute on the Caregiving Doctor Show. It is my life's work, caregiving. I've worked for over 30 years as an occupational therapist. I'm a radio show, talk show host, book author, and national columnist. Now I'm bringing you other caregiving experts to help you care for yourself while caring for those you love. I'm Clarissa Fell Smith. I am caring for you and your loved ones too.
A modern retirement plan is needed now more than ever. Consider the new Safer, Smarter Reverse Mortgage as a way to supplement income and gain financial security. Call Alabama's reverse mortgage guy, Scott Underwood, with iReverse Home Loans with your questions or to request free information. Scott has seen hundreds of reverse mortgages to completion in the last decade while working with each person to ensure their understanding of this safe financial tool. Call Scott at 908-2993.
Passionate, loving, caring, nurturing. Looking for quality child care for your little one? Caregiving Kids Academy believes that precious little ones should have the best care. From 6 weeks, pre-K to after-school care, we're with them every step of the way. Now enrolling, Caregiving Kids Academy.
Little leaders, big hearts.
Welcome back to the Caregiving Doctor Show. I'm here with Robin Nettles, and we're talking about adult daycare. Before the break, we talked about how do you benefit family members? What's one of the greatest benefits of adult daycare? Of someone who may be considering it, as opposed to leaving mom or dad at home alone all day, which many of them are independent, but in some cases it's a fine line between leaving them at home alone versus being able to come to somewhere like this place here, this adult daycare facility. So what's one of the greatest benefits?
Well, one of the greatest, this is what I always tell my clients, the caregivers. It's kind of like when you have kids and they go to daycare and you drop them off and you get to do the things that you need to do and take care of your personal business and things that you need to take care of. If you're just working, if you're a working caregiver, you get to work and then take care of things. Those are the things that benefit the caregiver, but as far as the loved one that's coming to the day program, they're able to keep the level of care that they're currently at.
What do you mean level of care?
Say if they're walking with a walker, they're still able to walk, they're still able to feed themselves, they're still able to go to the bathroom with light assistance. You want them to maintain that level of care as long as possible. Yes. And they will do that by coming to the day program and socializing with other people, seeing other people that's their age and interacting with them on a day-to-day basis, then that motivates them to stay strong at that level of care, and they're wanting to come back because they enjoy it.
Because it's a family,
it's
right?
It's a family. It's a family atmosphere, so it's like home away from home. So we love our clients. They love coming here and spending the day with us. And the caregiver, when they go home, they're rested. Okay. They can go and love on that loved one when they get home. They're not like, dreading, I just got off from work, picking up mom and dad or their daughter or son that's special needs. You can go home and fix dinner and love on them and put them to bed and start your day the next day again.
And the flip side of that is that you have to have background checks done on your staff.
Yes.
As well, right? To make sure that caregivers don't have felonies and they're not people who are going to steal, because for the most part we have great caregivers out here.
Yes, we do.
And they actually love what they do, a lot of them, and don't get the appreciation oftentimes that's deserved. Yeah.
Yeah. In this field of work, you do have to have a lot of love and a lot of patience. We do a background check with our employees that work for us, and those and you want them to be able to love on our clients and not be upset with them, because the situations day to day changes. You never know what you're going to get. You may have a client that has an accident. And we have the resources here where we don't have to call the caregiver to leave work to come pick them up. Some daycares require that, but we don't. They can stay here. We have a shower. We give them the bath, wash their clothes, change them, dry them, and they're able to stay here. And so it's just a hiccup for that part of the day, and we move on.
But in addition to all that you do, I need you to summarize what are the main points or the main talking points for adult daycare. If someone's considering this, what's the first thing they do? They call you up, they fill out an application, or you come out to them, and then you'll discuss everything about their loved one, right? Yes. Just tell me what that process is, kind of wrap that up, and why we should consider, why aging adult children should consider an adult daycare now. And calling it daycare is, some people struggle with that too, that whole daycare name, but why should they come here, and what's the process if someone is considering it?
Well, the process is either you can come here and visit with us, you come here for a day with no charge and visit with us, sit down, learn about us, and let us learn about you too. Versus, or we can come out to your home. I can come out and do the evaluation at your home. If you're not ready to come out and visit with us yet, I can find out what level of care, learn about you and your loved one's needs are, and then we can kind of go from there. The other option, the benefits of all of this is that you're able to get the respite that you're needing.
Yes.
Your loved ones getting the socialization that they're needing, and then you all are able to come back home and love on one another. And so it helps the whole entire family. So you're getting love here at the daycare as a family as a whole, and then same thing at home. And the family's not frustrated with one another, and the loved one's not frustrated with the caregiver, because that does happen. It does happen.
So you've been watching the Caregiving Doctor Show today, and hopefully if you have any further questions, Robin Nettles' information in the facility will be posted at the end of the show. You'll be able to call her up or go to her website or whatever, or contact me and I'll get in contact with her for you. You can find me on thecaregivingdoctor.com, Facebook, and other social medias. I don't do a whole lot of social media. I mean, that means I'm getting kind of old, you know, because I'm like, I got to do what? I got to tweet? I got a twicker of a tweet. I got to figure out how to do that. So I'm really best if you call me or you go to my website. I'm gradually getting into it, but it's taking a minute. So don't forget that I'm Clarissa Fell Smith, the Caregiving Doctor, caring for you and your loved ones too. We'll see you next week. Today's show is brought to you by Caregiving Kids Academy, Little Leaders, Big Hearts, Scott Underwood, The Reverse Mortgage Guy, and Alabama Reverse Mortgage, Sandra's Designer Closet, and Lewis Harper Jr. and the Harper Insurance Agency. Join us next week for another informative Caregiving Doctor Show.